Hello. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Um, I've seen many of the matters which were reported about me in the press, and despite the fact that I was not approached at any time to comment upon those allegations before being released, I feel it's time to address the situation, which the entire state has now become aware of. As no doubt most or all of you even have heard, just days ago, the National Guard held a live fire event within Fort Standish. During that event, a guardsman by the name of the original Sheriff Tom exited their gear building and began firing on an enemy combatant. Both of them were were participating in the live fire exercise, and that conduct in and of itself is lawful. Unfortunately, during their exchange of gunfire, two Lander police cruisers who were inside the base for otherwise inconspicuous reasons pulled towards the ongoing gunfire. While the guardsman was discharging his rifle at the enemy combatant, one car pulled in front of his rifle being discharged before they parked it. Tragically, while they were exchanging gunfire within the bounds of the law, both officers in the car that pulled in front of his rifle barrel were shot and killed. I want to be clear. There was an active live fire situation or exercise happening within the base. There was an announcement per law. There was putting that live fire out there, and that was announced on the radio. The officers involved would have been or should have been aware that a live fire exercise was going on. The guardsman who is responsible for the death of both officers was firing before the vehicles even approached him. He was firing ahead of the vehicles pulling in front of him. And when the vehicles approached, when they pulled in front of him, he did not turn to fire at them. The vehicle pulled in front of him while he was shooting and got caught in a crossfire incident. All too common in Roblox, because I guess combat is not our strong suit. Once I had determined these facts, I spoke with the chief of detectives from the Lander City Police Department. His name is Cash 0507. I confirmed with him that I did not believe that there was criminal culpability in the offenses present. I also confirmed with him that I was not, as of yet, deciding to proceed on the charges. Now, that judgment was, and still is, provisional. It's designed to keep the hopes of people involved at an appropriate level, while I already tend to various things ongoing in the department. There are many things which still have to be done while I'm trying to reform the Department of Justice. I'm not dropping everything to go tend to one approval in a criminal case. The Lander Police, obviously, have launched an investigation into the matter, and it was completed quite diligently. Detective David Clark prepared an affidavit, and he filed that affidavit with the Department of Justice per the standard procedure. I can't believe this guy's playing Minecraft right now. That's insane. When a new prosecutor was hired, um, the detective intended to swear that affidavit, swear the oath of honesty for the affidavit to that new prosecutor who works for our public integrity office. However, before that could occur, the prosecutor went offline and the affidavit was in the end not sworn to. The chief of detectives, Cash, later learned, after an inquiry started by him, that the affidavit had not been signed by a state attorney. It had not been properly sworn to. Not 30 minutes after that, an arrest warrant had been issued by the district court to apprehend the original Sheriff Tom. This fact has been confirmed by Cash to be on the basis of the affidavit which was filed by Detective Clark, but not sworn to by an attorney. It is not clear at this point who actually filed for the arrest warrant. However, um, the evidence seems to point to one of two officers. This morning, the chief of the Lander Police Department contacted the state attorney to whom the affidavit was supposedly sworn to. He asked him, the chief asked the state attorney to falsify his signature on the warrant application. Let's put it this way. The chief of a major police department asked a state attorney to commit fraud on official court documents. After this press conference, I will issue an order which sends my inspector general, along with agents from the Mayflower Bureau of Investigation, to conduct an audit and investigation into the alleged misconduct here. They will investigate, among other things, the potential fraud, perjury, and other crimes of public integrity that may have been committed. In furtherance of that order, I will be issuing orders which place Chief Kupis of the Lander Police, the Chief of Detectives Cash, and an additional officer who is not named to protect their most likely innocence on administrative leave. This step is necessary.
Here comes the moral LARPing. Here comes the moral LARPing. This.
Who asked? Um, this is necessary because if we are going to allow officers to potentially destroy careers based on filing warrants or filing cases, that step has to be taken within the rules allowed. Their administrative leave will go for as long as the investigation runs its course. I've directed that the investigation be done within 7 days, but it could be longer. And if they are cleared of wrongdoing before the end of the investigation, the Inspector General has been directed to take them off administrative leave the moment that they are cleared of wrongdoing. I have also issued instructions to the Solicitor General or his staff to seek that the warrant be quashed, as I am confident at this point that it was not properly filed. I expect that the attorneys responsible for that will do so very soon. And that's all. Thank you. If it's good with the ring, I'd like to take a couple questions, perhaps. Or you could tell me no. That's possible too.
Yeah, sure. Just name people to bring up.
Mr. William J. Perry.
Raise your hand, yo.
I think his hand is raised.
So he denied.
Oh, that's crazy. uh,
There we go.
yes.
For the record, I did not deny it was weird. Anyways, Mr. Attorney General, the
Yes, sir.
story that you, or well, not the story, but the timeline that you established, is that something that has officially, is that an official statement from the Department of Justice, the confirmed timeline of what happened during the live fire exercise, or is that what the Mayflower National Guard has put out?
I am unaware of anything the National Guard has put out. I believe that there was some kind of internal investigation of sorts, but I'm not familiar with that whatsoever. Um, the timeline that I have set out is what is plainly visible in the evidence. And rather just another routine potential case.
All right, thank you, Attorney General.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Attorney General, this is Cordy SC from IMSPAN.
From MSPAN?
Yes.
Hi, MSPAN.
Hi, so I'm a 5'1" black man, and honestly, I'm just like, I feel so scared whenever I see DOJ on. I just feel like I'm gonna be like sexually harassed and my penis is gonna be stolen off of me. It's like, is there anything I can do to protect myself from this? Anything that you can do?
This guy's from MSPAN?
Yeah,
Really?
next question, please.
Maybe you can contact Park Ranger Billy for that. See if he can help you. Who's here? Rocket is in the audience.
Has the governor said anything about this? We need to hear from the governor.
The governor has not said anything about this. I have spoken to the governor.
So complete radio silence from the governor.
Well, hold on, sir. The governor has not said anything publicly about this. I, as part of his cabinet, have spoken with the governor about the situation as I laid it out to you, and about my intended course of action, which has been presented to you here today. He did respond to that. He provided some valuable insight, and we had a good conversation about what was necessary and what is appropriate.
Mr.
You're
Truth,
saying
why
it
did he
as
not
if
appoint
you're
a
a
special
homosexual,
counsel
Mr.
in this case? Why was there not a special counsel appointed to?
Rocket, yes, thank you.
Really?
Did he mute his mic? And he's gone. Okay. Mr. Ballistic, how can I help you?
Hi. So, as a member of LPD, is this an audit on LPD, or specifically Kupist, Cash, and let's just call him Officer 3? Is it a full department audit, or is it...
The audit and investigation is into the situation that occurred specifically here. Unimpacted divisions, unimpacted components of the department, there's nothing in the order that suggests that the Inspector General has the scope or authority to conduct an audit on those parts of the department at this time.
All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You do one more, maybe Park Ranger Billy? Mr. Billy.
Hello. Well, first of all, it's Be My Friend 1832.
My apologies.
Two questions. First of all, will you be my friend?
I will be your friend.
Okay. And second question, will the DOJ fire department be affected by this or no?
I can't tell for certain, you know. Obviously, the DOJ Fire Department is a serious component that has many duties. But seeing as you are the only employee in this fictional department, I suspect not.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Billy. That's all. I'm gonna go to bed. Hopefully.
So no answer for the Mayflower Truth. Why no special counsel? No answer for the Mayflower Truth. and they'll
I
make
was
it reported.
wondering, is the guy being indicted that shot at the LPD officer?
Howdy, partner.
Take
I'm
me
from
off the
Germany.
stage,
I'd
I'll
like
beat
to
you.
ask
Mr.
you. I'd like
Feelings,
to ask
guys,
Mr.
hey,
Feelings,
hey, hey.
Mr. Feelings, I have a question. Mr. Feelings, I have a question from
Mr.
M-Span.
Feelings, I will hurt
Mr.
you.
Feelings,
I will
Mr.
cut
Feelings.
I have a PSA.
Mr.
Take me
Feelings,
off the
Mr. Feelings, a
stage,
question
please.
from
I'll
M-Span.
beat you.
Hey, this is
Playing
where
Minecraft
Chanto
instead of
came.
running the state. That's what the governors do.
That is great.
The governors running Minecraft.
Thank you all
and
for coming.
Attorney General's
Mr.
If you have
Feelings,
further
please.
questions, please reach out to
M-Span,
my
how do you
Citizen
request
about
this?
allegations
information
from
officer,
3 females in your basement?
and we will get back to you, of course.
Mr. Feelings, please.
as soon as
M-Span has a
possible.
question.
Thank you.
I'm a 5'1" black man. What